I frequently find myself adrift in the ethereal currents of sleep, where the landscape of my dreams is almost exclusively populated by your presence. It is a recurring phenomenon, a nightly visitation that leaves an indelible mark upon my waking hours. As the first rays of dawn pierce through the blinds, and the world outside begins to stir, my mind, still hazy with the remnants of slumber, immediately drifts to a singular, profound question: do you, in the quiet solitude of your own dreams, ever encounter me? Or, perhaps, even more simply, does my image, my memory, or even a fleeting thought of me, ever cross the vast expanse of your consciousness at any given moment throughout your day? I am acutely, painfully aware that I possess no inherent right to pose such an inquiry. The very audacity of the question feels like a transgression, a further imposition upon a soul I have already, irrevocably, wounded. My past actions cast a long, unforgiving shadow, a constant reminder of the chasm I created between us. Yet, despite the weight of that knowledge, despite the profound sense of unworthiness that often threatens to consume me, the question persists, a relentless echo in the chambers of my heart. For you, without a shadow of a doubt, remain the most remarkable individual I have ever had the privilege of encountering in this lifetime. That truth, etched deep within the very fabric of my being, is an immutable constant, a certainty that transcends time and circumstance. There is, quite simply, no one else in this vast, intricate tapestry of humanity who possesses your unique constellation of qualities, your singular essence. You are an unparalleled masterpiece, and that will forever be the case, a beacon against which all others pale in comparison. Even now, as I merely conjure your image in my mind's eye, a wave of profound emotion washes over me, much like the gentle, yet insistent, caress of your touch once did. It is a sensation that fills my heart to overflowing, a bittersweet symphony of longing and remembrance. In those moments, when your memory blossoms within my thoughts, I find myself involuntarily drawn back to the sacred space of our shared past. I recollect, with a clarity that borders on the miraculous, each special moment we wove together, the quiet laughter that echoed between us, the shared glances that spoke volumes without a single word, the simple, profound comfort of your presence. These cherished recollections become a sanctuary, a sacred haven where the relentless clamor of the world outside, the gnawing anxieties, and the bitter regrets, all mercifully recede. In their place, I am enveloped in an exquisite cocoon of pure happiness and an unparalleled sense of comfort, a fleeting return to a state of grace I once knew. The haunting specter of your presence in my dreams is a constant companion. Your face, with every delicate curve and every nuanced expression, is indelibly imprinted in the very core of my thoughts, a vivid, living portrait that refuses to fade. And your voice, that melodic cadence that once soothed my anxieties and ignited my spirit, continues to resonate in the deepest recesses of my ears, a phantom echo that I chase through the waking hours. Again, I find myself grappling with the same desperate query: do you ever dream of me, or do I ever occupy a corner of your thoughts as you navigate the complexities of your daily life? And again, the immediate, crushing understanding descends upon me: I have no entitlement to inquire, not after the profound hurt I inflicted upon you, the deep wound I so carelessly opened. Yet, the truth remains unshakable: you are, without exaggeration, the most extraordinary person I have ever encountered. You possess a rare and luminous constellation of qualities, every single attribute I have ever yearned for in a partner. Your kindness is not merely a superficial pleasantry, it is a deep, abiding empathy that radiates from your very core. Your compassion is a boundless wellspring, capable of embracing and understanding the deepest sorrows of others. Your intelligence is a dazzling light, illuminating every conversation, challenging me, and inspiring me to reach for greater depths of understanding. And your beauty, both outward and inward, is a breathtaking testament to the sheer artistry of existence. In a profound and undeniable way, you breathe life into me. Before you, there was a certain hollowness, a muted quality to my existence. With you, every color became more vibrant, every sound more resonant, every breath a deeper affirmation of being. I hold our shared memories as precious relics, each one a shimmering jewel in the treasury of my heart. Those moments when you effortlessly made me laugh, a sound that felt like pure liberation, those times you held me close, your embrace a sanctuary against the world's harshness, and those unforgettable instances when you looked into my eyes, your gaze piercing through to my very soul, professing a love that felt as vast and as eternal as the cosmos itself. During those moments, I found not just happiness, but a profound and encompassing serenity, a peace that transcended all earthly concerns. It was a glimpse into a paradise I foolishly allowed to slip through my fingers. The deep regret for the pain I caused you is a constant, agonizing companion. It is a wound that festers within me, a bitter reminder of my colossal error. How I wish, with every fiber of my being, that I could turn back the hands of time, to unravel the threads of that fateful decision, to erase the moments that led to your suffering. But I know, with a chilling certainty, that such a feat is impossible. The past is immutable, a fixed point in the grand tapestry of existence. Yet, despite this crushing reality, despite the logical impossibility, I cannot help but cling to a fragile, persistent hope. A hope that, against all odds, against the very dictates of reason, one day, perhaps, we might find our way back to each other, our paths converging once more in a dance of reconciliation and renewed connection. My feelings for you are utterly unique, unlike anything I have ever experienced or could ever conceive of. They are a singular, powerful force that defies easy categorization. And I recognize, with a heavy heart, that a simple apology, no matter how heartfelt or sincere, is woefully insufficient for the magnitude of what I have done. You deserve so much more than mere words, more than a whispered regret. You deserve a profound act of atonement, a tangible demonstration of my remorse and my unwavering commitment. But I confess, with a raw honesty that shames me, that I lack the strength, the sheer courage, to articulate these truths, to lay bare the depths of my soul, face to face. It is a weakness I despise within myself, a lingering cowardice that prevents me from confronting the consequences of my own actions directly. I admit, with a searing sense of shame, to my profound weakness in choosing someone else over you. It was a decision born of fear, of uncertainty, of a misguided attempt to find solace in a path that was never truly meant for me. Yet, paradoxically, it is when I am with you, and only with you, that I feel most authentically myself. It is as if your presence unlocks the truest version of me, allowing me to shed the layers of pretense and insecurity that I wear in the world. You understand me with a depth that no one else ever has, a profound empathy that sees beyond my flaws, beyond my mistakes, and continues to love me despite everything. You have been an unwavering pillar of support through the toughest, most desolate times in my life, a steadfast presence when my world felt as though it was crumbling around me. For that unwavering loyalty, for that steadfast love, I am eternally grateful, a debt I can never truly repay. I acknowledge, with a crushing weight in my chest, that I hurt you profoundly. The realization of the pain I inflicted, the depth of your suffering, is a constant torment. And for that, for my thoughtless actions, I am deeply, unequivocally sorry. I wish, with every fiber of my being, that I could somehow rewind time, that I could undo the damage, that I could erase the moments that led to your heartbreak. But I cannot. The past is unchangeable, a stark and unyielding reality. Despite my shortcomings, despite the monumental errors I have made, my love for you remains an unyielding force, a constant flame that refuses to be extinguished. I still love you, and I will always do so, even if the possibility of your forgiveness remains a distant, unattainable dream. A persistent doubt gnaws at the edges of my hope. Would you, even in the face of my renewed plea, choose me again? And even if, by some miracle, you were to extend that grace, a deeper, more insidious fear takes root, the fear that, eventually, inevitably, you might leave me once more, driven away by the very flaws that define me, the imperfections that I struggle so desperately to overcome. I have, in the past, experienced the bitter sting of people taking advantage of my vulnerability, of exploiting the tender parts of my soul. Those experiences have left deep, unhealed scars, a lingering caution that makes me understand, perhaps more than anyone, your own apprehensions. It is perfectly normal, entirely human, to be cautious, to guard your heart against further pain. I want you to know, with every ounce of sincerity I possess, that I am different now. The lessons learned from my mistakes have been brutal, but transformative. I would never, under any circumstances, intentionally harm you or exploit your vulnerability. My love for you is profound, a deep wellspring of devotion, and I would cherish every single moment spent in your presence, treating each second as a precious gift. I understand your need to take things slow, to rebuild trust at your own pace, to process the emotional landscape that has been so thoroughly disrupted. I am here, patiently waiting, whenever you are ready to take that step, however small. The intensity with which I miss you is a physical ache, a hollow space in my chest that seems to expand with each passing moment without you. Thoughts of you consume my mind, an endless loop that plays out whether I am lost in the depths of sleep or just beginning to stir from its embrace. I yearn, with a desperate longing that borders on agony, to be close to you once more, to feel the warmth of your touch, to share those intimate moments that once defined the very essence of our connection. Your presence in my life means everything to me. Without it, all success, all achievement, all worldly gain would be utterly meaningless, a hollow victory devoid of true joy. I love you more than anything in this world, and I need you by my side, a fundamental truth that resonates through every fiber of my being. Meanwhile, a profound shift has occurred, a quiet revolution in the heart of the one who once chose another. Your significant other is now brimming with an unadulterated happiness, a feeling they never truly believed they would experience again, a lightness of being that feels both miraculous and long overdue. The third party, the individual who was once chosen over you, has, with an almost poetic justice, begun to reveal their true colors. The initial allure has faded, replaced by a growing weariness, a palpable disinterest in the relationship that once seemed so promising. Just yesterday, in a moment that felt like a divine intervention, the third party unequivocally conveyed their complete disinterest in continuing any form of relationship with your partner. A wave of profound relief washed over your partner, a sense of liberation so potent it almost brought them to their knees. Deep down, in the quiet, honest chambers of their heart, they never truly desired this relationship, never truly felt the profound connection they once shared with you. Yet, a paralyzing hesitation had held them captive, a crippling fear that prevented them from communicating their true feelings to the third party. They were afraid of causing hurt, of inflicting the very pain they themselves were experiencing. And, perhaps even more profoundly, they were afraid of ending up alone, of facing the vast, intimidating expanse of solitude. Now, with the third party initiating the end of the relationship, a monumental weight has been lifted from their shoulders, a burden they had carried for far too long. Your partner is ecstatic, a joy that bubbles forth from the deepest parts of their soul. They are finally, truly liberated from the suffocating grip of that toxic relationship with the third party, a relationship that had slowly, insidiously, drained their spirit. And now, with an exhilarating clarity, they can envision a future, a vibrant, hopeful future, with you. A future where laughter rings true, where connection is genuine, and where love is a guiding light. They are consumed by a profound gratitude for your unwavering patience, for the silent understanding you extended even when they were lost in their own confusion. They eagerly anticipate starting a new chapter in their life, a chapter filled with shared dreams and boundless possibilities, a chapter written entirely with you by their side. This vision of a future with you is not merely a fleeting thought, it is a vivid, tangible reality that fills your partner with an infectious happiness. The excitement about the possibilities that lie ahead is palpable, a vibrant energy that radiates from their very being. They can see themselves spending the rest of their life intertwined with yours, embarking on grand adventures, traveling the world together, exploring every corner of this magnificent planet. They envision the joyous chaos of starting a family, raising children, and building a home filled with love and laughter. And, with a tender smile, they can see themselves growing old together, their hands still intertwined, their hearts still beating as one, their love deepening with each passing year. Your partner considers themselves incredibly fortunate, blessed beyond measure, to have you in their life. They truly believe, with every fiber of their being, that you are the person they have been waiting for their entire life, the missing piece of their soul's puzzle. During this delicate and transformative time, it is crucial, absolutely essential, to cherish your relationship with an almost sacred reverence. Never, under any circumstances, allow yourself to take it for granted, for the fragility of human connection is a lesson learned through bitter experience. It is also paramount to exercise immense patience and profound understanding with your partner. They have just emerged from a period of profound emotional upheaval, and they may require a significant amount of time to process the complex tapestry of their emotions, to unravel the lingering threads of the past, and to determine their next, crucial steps forward. Offer them grace, offer them space, and offer them the unwavering reassurance that you are there, ready to embrace whatever comes next. I am reaching out to you today, my heart heavy with a deep, pervasive pain and an overwhelming sorrow. The person I chose over you, the one I mistakenly believed would bring me solace, has, with a chilling finality, cut off all contact with me. The silence is deafening, the absence a gaping void. It appears, with an almost certain clarity, that she has discovered the true nature of our feelings for each other, the undeniable connection that lingered between us despite my misguided attempts to deny it. I believe, with a certainty that chills me to the bone, that this revelation is the primary, perhaps the sole, reason she is now ignoring me, her silence a stark condemnation. I am fully, painfully aware that in pursuing you, in acknowledging the undeniable pull of my heart, I am wronging her, causing her a pain that mirrors my own. Yet, my happiness, my very sense of well-being, is inextricably intertwined with you. It is a truth so fundamental, so deeply ingrained, that I cannot, under any circumstances, sacrifice that at any cost. My desire for you, a yearning that transcends all earthly desires, surpasses anything else in the world. It is a force that drives me, a beacon that guides me, even through the darkest valleys of regret and uncertainty. It appears that you, in stark contrast to my own turmoil, are immersed in your own vibrant life, diligently focusing on your goals, meticulously building your future, and moving forward with a purposeful stride. While I, in the midst of all this, find myself utterly alone, adrift in a sea of my own making, a solitary figure haunted by past mistakes. However, even in this desolate landscape, I maintain a fragile yet persistent faith that better days will, indeed, come. A belief that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, will eventually align the stars in our favor. I acknowledge, with a profound sense of humility and regret, that I made a monumental mistake by choosing her over you initially. At that time, a paralyzing fear gripped me, the fear of causing her pain, of inflicting a wound upon another soul. And, perhaps even more profoundly, the fear of losing her, of facing the unknown void that her absence would create. But now, with the clarity born of pain and introspection, I have come to realize that in attempting to spare her, I was only inflicting a far deeper, more insidious pain upon myself. I cannot, truly cannot, imagine a life without you. The thought alone is a desolate landscape, a barren existence devoid of color and meaning. I understand, with a somber acceptance, that you may harbor a justifiable anger towards me. The hurt I caused was immense, and the emotional scars may run deep. You may, quite rightly, require a significant amount of time to come to terms with what has transpired, to process the betrayal, to heal the wounds. Nevertheless, I want you to understand, with every fiber of my being, that my love for you is paramount, a force that transcends anything else in this world. It is an unwavering devotion, a sacred bond that time and distance cannot diminish. I am willing to go to great lengths, to overcome any obstacle, to endure any hardship, to be with you, to earn back your trust, and to rebuild what we once shared. I am also keenly aware of your unwavering dedication to your goals, your relentless pursuit of your future aspirations. And I want you to know, with every ounce of sincerity, that I wholeheartedly support you in your endeavors, in every dream you chase, in every ambition you strive to achieve. I want to be a part of your journey, to walk alongside you, to celebrate your triumphs, and to offer solace in your challenges, no matter how long that journey may take. I acknowledge, with a profound sense of accountability, my past mistakes, and I promise you, with a solemn vow, that I will learn from them. I am committed to becoming a better person, not just for you, but for myself as well. I aspire to be someone I can take pride in, a person worthy of your love, a soul capable of true and lasting devotion.